Gonna pick on people again today. Love day. Yep, sorry about this. But it's interesting, for everyone to know about you. Love day. And anyone can think what they want, really. That I'm obsessed by you. Can't stop talking about you. Can I? He's obsessed with me. Why don't you tell him that you not only intentionally held bits back from a story, from a narrative, from someone else's discovery. You actually intervened and held shit up with your lieutenant or your second mate or something, which you've managed to groom, brainwash, and basically get to do your fucking dirty work for you, unbeknownst to them, because they have limitations too in how far they think. Obviously they don't like me saying this, but it's become revealed that they have, yeah? Like, for instance, having emails for 1.5 years of people who validated what I was saying all along. That people are beginning to realise this is bad, yeah? Because it could be to do with anything. The fact that it's about this makes it even worse. Alright? And don't worry, these emails, they might mention the odd thing like aliens and fucking demons and shit, yeah? But that's because they are these people, yeah? And they will use that as obviously they throw these things in, it's dark psychology. Your mind, as in Loveday and the lieutenant, your minds are not sophisticated enough to fucking realise. I bet you don't like that either, do you? Go and tell the next person to you then, because you're going to have to explain it in some sort of way. Loveday, have you told your wife yet about those emails that you got sent? Or your kids? Have you told them that they're, well, they can read them, I know your wife probably won't, but your kids might, just out of interest, because I'm sure they must have a slight inkling that you're an absolute lying waster. And that's their dad, yeah. Who really does enthuse and enjoy being a hindrance and providing all the inertia and all the resistance to anyone he sees as a threat to how good he is, how fucking brilliant he thinks he is. So anyone, really, it's what's dangerous about this guy, yeah? And I did say this to Steve, but of course he does not listen to, he never listened to anything, or kind of like pretended to listen, or even listen, but just didn't take anything into account. So yes, like leaving bits out of the story, but these bits, like these emails that they got sent over 1.5 years with comments on the films as well. Like I said, that I was doing these films it kind of morphed. It eventually went on to grilling my friends for not even looking, and the fact that I had so much on them. On the original ones I was calling out. And I know that everyone else could have backed me up, without even going out of their way, because they were interwoven with the story anyway. Just literally through knowing me, or physically through knowing me. And even having an interest in orgonite or whatever, people were interested in alternative things, yeah? But they could not accept someone, especially me, had found something out that they knew was quite a big deal, but they just did not want. Obviously, it's like the covert narcissist or even the grandiose one, They probably even said overtly, shit, that he was actually right. He's got loads of emails not only back him up, but someone else wanted to kill themselves and was mentally tortured by these people too. Like, because that's what anyone would think if they received those emails. Now, like, they do trip themselves up by pretending to be bright or saying that they're bright, intelligent, super intelligent. Emotions are, any emotion is weak. Is a form of weakness. So they're emotionally void, very logically stuck in their ways, because those ways suited them for that long. You know, nothing wrong has happened yet. Their mindset and how they interact with the external world. Because, even if it has, they'd ignore it. That's their tactic. Ignore anything that potentially could threaten their perception of reality, even if it is in their life because of a best friend. So they said, best friend, who's I'm just like doing my thing, yeah. I'm discovering something like that I chose to perceive, to discover. I'm obviously telling other people, yeah, not kind of the complete thing if they listened, yeah. But there were certain people very close to me who knew exactly what I was doing and what I was going to do, and then they changed as soon as I went online. And this is what was weird. This is what I kind of wanted the kind of world or anyone else out there to realise, is that these so-called friends instantly tried shutting me up, or because I went public on it, and I sent them the links to the films. I was posting on David Icke's Google community, and I was doing them some. It was like interrogation emails to Dexter and other people, some conspiracy heads, and some friends. My ex-friends, my frenemies. But I thought they were friends, right? They'd known me. I sent these emails to people that know me for a long time, so they knew that. I thought that they would know that I'm not. This email is not geared, or don't take this personally, this email, because this is towards, it's going out to Dexter mainly, but I'll send it to other people, Dexter and Andrea, and I'll send it to other people for them to see me grill these people via email and to see their responses, but everyone took it personally. And when I read back in the emails, if you read one of the emails and you think, fucking hell, is that they calling that to me? It would be weird. But I thought that they would understand this, because I was attacking some heavy-duty people. I didn't want to tell that, pretend, everyone out there is my friend. I'm going to go nuts, yeah? I'm going to go nuts, and these people, so don't take anything personally, because I'm only joking with you guys, but I'm going to be grilling these people right in front of you. But I want you to see me doing it, and the responses of them as well. Mainly the responses, because I was like really going close to the bone, yeah. And I didn't have any responses. Did not have any. I did like a couple of years later off Andrea, but they knew that I had blown the lid off this, and my friends back then knew this too, and for ages as well, even when I had the absolute confirmation that I was on the right track, confirmation enough for me to actually invest all my life into blowing the lid off this shit, yeah? Realising it was more difficult than I thought, and that's purely down to people's own mindset and acceptance, cognitive dissonance, their acceptance of certain things which might disturb their perception of reality. They can't update shit, they can't even refine or recalibrate any of their awareness, really, because that's how stubborn and shit they are. It's weird, man. It's weird. So yeah, lovely. Have you shown your wife? Or I probably haven't got copies of those emails. I was sending some to you, really. Oh, actually, they're online. So your kids can see them too. And love these kids. This is what your dad was sent for him to actually acknowledge. You know, when I was going a bit mad. And your dad didn't, well, kind of, he was always like on about Organite and fucking zappers and shit like this. And the etheric fucking realms and shit, and absolutely dominating every conversation that was half interesting, because it like sort of delves into realms that are not spoken about. He'd fucking be the expert. It's kind of like letting get on with it, fucking hell. But you know what I mean, after a while you're like, shit, you're a fucking prick. Anyway, so yeah, I've shown your wife and her kids those emails. There's loads of them. 1.5 years. When Steve showed me, it was just like one of them after loads of emails, and it was so kind of like, oh yeah, nuts, like, you know, they're pretending to be like you, aren't they? I'm like, well, yeah, but I thought you were fucking intelligent. Can't you understand that? Yeah. It's for a reason. They got my email. Why didn't they send me this? For one thing, they're checking your heads. And then I had to digest these emails and read them a few times, and of course see the succession of them, how they were presented and rolled out over time. And it's very it's pretty good what they've done. You know, it's like very clever. But they've but the way they worded everything in those emails. Tick every single box of passing a blame onto someone else. Yeah, and they knew that the people around me were just, yeah, they weren't really that interested. They were always sort of fence sitting with this, and that they kind of like were half going along with me because it's probably easier for them, right? But when it came to the crunch, they were just really pussied out, and they did. They don't even like this, but they did pussy out. They tried their best to stop me. When I had the information there as well from the check, but they didn't want to check it. I'm not reading that. I can't be bothered reading that. I haven't got time for that. As he just wastes time with fucking rolling shit spliffs, telling shit stories, fucking making noises, doing shit that's crap, and making bad decisions, thinking about hurting people, because like that's how he enthuses his own mind. You know, when people go have little daydreams, his daydreams are getting one up on someone, making some trap or something like that, you know, or actually that's why he thinks things up. It's true. It's nasty, because he can't fucking think of anything else. So I'm not obsessed by this person. You've got to realise that he held back key, essential parts of the story. In fact, the resolution, the actual finalised conclusion, he held that back. And yeah, it's weird when like Steve showed me, like after months of them being sent, and after I'd love they ringing up, you were right, and he didn't realise he saw these emails, but he did. That's when he saw them. And when he came back to actually instantly dismiss it, like, oh fucking hell, still on about them signed out. And then the email thing had been taken offline because they'd not paid for the email to be for the hosting space or something. But luckily, I got forwarded the emails that were sent, and I got the comments as well, which kind of correlate or parallel with it as well. And the comments were made for everyone else to see, really. So it's kind of putting the ball in kind of everyone else's court as well, like YouTube viewers or the public. Anyone who kind of like would say or jump easily their shitty assumptions or conclusions that I'm mad or fucking doing this for other reasons apart from simply speaking truth. A truth that became... It's easy to fucking get across, but it's very strange how people just don't want to listen. And I was like, okay, right, this is a bit strange. Must be spiritual then, I guess. And yeah, it is. It certainly is. Yeah, so, and anyone else as well. I mean, these people, they received emails. And they will try their best to downplay these. So I'm talking to people around them now, right, who obviously, they're like, they'll turn to, what are emails? And they're like, oh, you just got to send these, these fucking emails, from these weird people, there's some, you know what I mean? Their explanation about these emails is going to be pretty fucking thin and sketchy. These are slabs of completion, which they purposefully, intentionally held from me, all the while promoting the fact that I'd gone mad, talking about shit all, even though we were like going through this lockdown thing and like it was all coming into like making more sense. They were trying desperately for people not to clue this up, including people around them, including their primary sources, yes, their partners, especially their partners. So they were quite happy with their partners' lack of knowing about this, so they would come to shitty assumptions or conclusions on why I was going a bit mad while I was going on YouTube. And of course, they had nothing to do with like what I was really going kicking off about. And very shallow, like fucking, and he's attention seeking. So they go, yeah, knowing fully well that I wasn't, and that they were sitting on the fucking evidence. They had a complete thing there to share, which luckily they did. Luckily Steve did. Even then, there was like, when he handed over, it was like, well, it was once, and then he forwarded me like a couple of others then, before the email got discontinued, and lovely came back. Yeah, it's proper betrayal, people. You understand? People, please understand this. Yeah? And also, with that though, bear in mind what I was kicking up a fuss about was illegal, yeah? And satanic. Pretty bad, really. Yeah. All that shit. And these so-called friends of mine, like if you're not like on my side, you must be against me now. And yeah, so bear in mind I was kind of attacking the satanic forces of psychological mind control. And now, like I said, the people around me kind of exceeded them. They took over to try to keep this down. This is the prison water consciousness, of which is being known now as the N-word. And that's narcissism. Something that these people don't look at either. They don't look at any of these narc videos. So that's just weird as well, because you know their script. You know what they're going to say. Because people who do look at the narcissist stuff know exactly what they're going to say and shit and do. And it gets creepy, because they think that you can't read them. They think that, they're fucking next level fucking psych fucking master. And they're, they've already been caught. And yeah, because of the time of 1.5 years of where there was a possibility, or just actually see this opportunity there, and realise it from a different point of view, not really superficially or shallow as fuck, not comprehend or consider the fact that someone that has been going on about this for years, to desperate measures almost, kind of like intensely. And what would have been good for them, or what will be good, is some sort of completion or resolution or resolve, some sort of confirmation, some sort of validation that they could present to other people to show them, for other people to actually realise what I'm talking about is valid. And they purposefully, intentionally held this, not only from me, but everyone. All the while playing it down and carrying on with the fact that I'm mad. And when I say play it down, they probably really did. I mean, I don't know what's up. It can't be that good, with people. I know the way I get treated by certain people. I know what things are being said to them. It's fucking weird, because it's not true. People have got this fake fucking persona overlay of people, mainly by narcs who tell them this and that. And people just go along with them because they're people pleasers. They're pretty weak, you know what I mean? Being a people pleaser, pretty damn weak. They don't have to even open their mouth when you know that something's not right, something's morally wrong with these decisions that are being made to thwart and control, stop, hinder the progress of something. You were sitting on the end conclusion for me. I've been going off my, but the fact that no one responded, no one could discern, no one could fucking get in touch, but they did. But you didn't tell me. And people got in touch with the people who I fucking caught out. So this is like sort of prime evidence, isn't it, to show someone else who had who were wondering if I'm correct or not, or if this is actually valid or significant or important. It validates it all. Remember that in the email someone said they wanted to kill themselves or someone else because of this. I don't say, fuck them, they're Scientologists. Don't care. Because this is their excuse. Shit, it really is. This is what they tell the next person. The next person was pretty clueless about this. But I'm sure if it was them, this was happening too, they'd probably be dead. Literally dead. There's no way anyone could possibly take this amount of neglect in their face. Really not. It's fucking madness. Because obviously I have not got much of a... Everyone's got close families. I'm not saying it's because I'm jealous, right? Please understand this. So my friends, people who are considered friends, especially long-term friends, they were a lot closer to me than I was to them, I guess. To them I was an appliance, but to me they were closest family. So when they actually conspire in order to slow you down, progress that you've been so passionate about and involved with, finding more about for the past quite a long time, good few years, good number of years, and that there was actual validation, completion to what this person was on about, and it actually made sense then. And that was hidden from people. This is bad.